Hello, lifestylers, and welcome to Lifestyle with Latasha. So, what we're going to be doing today in this video, first of all, I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a video getting ready to set up for Christmas. As we know, we're just around the corner. We're already in the month of November, and my intention is to have it all set up by Thanksgiving. So, if you were with me last year and you were able to watch me on this channel, you know, last year was kind of the beginning of me starting this YouTube channel, which I'm really excited. I'm coming up on a year. But I had several trees and we had just moved into this home. So it was a major undertaking because we had a lot of things and projects that we were working on. With that being said, today I'm going to be doing a video and I'm going to be bringing up some of the trees that I have around the house, and I'll be setting them up to get started, and then I'll go into decorating room by room. So I'm really excited. I'm so glad that you're here. You're a part of what we're going to be doing in this process. I hope that you enjoy what we're getting ready to take on and be with us as we start our Christmas journey. As I said it before, I usually have family and friends over for Thanksgiving, so I really like to have it decorated for Christmas. And I really like to be able to enjoy my family and friends, and I really like to be able to enjoy the season. And so with that being said, everything's decorated by Thanksgiving so that for December, I can really just enjoy the holiday season and enjoy Christmas spirit and family and friends and laughter. So that's what it's really all about. If this is your first time joining me today, I'm going to ask that you really like this video, that you subscribe to this channel, of course, and you hit that notification bell. And if you find something that you like and you enjoy, I ask that you put your comments down below. I would love to engage with you. But in the meantime, we're going to get ready to get started. You're going to go on a little bit of a journey with me as we go downstairs into my storage room and we start bringing out the Christmas items that we have, the trees, and then we'll go into decorating. But in the meantime, I look forward to you being here. Thank you for doing so. And if this is your first time, don't forget, like and subscribe. And if you've been here before, thank you again. And I'll talk to you at the end. Take care. Bye. Once a day that I would pray for you, I'd go and misbehave. All right, guys, so here we are. There is a part in my basement that is unfinished at this point. However, this is where I've stored all of my large trees and my large decor. I don't know if you saw coming in the door, but I have a huge sleigh that I'm going to be putting out for Christmas as well. So as I start going through the bags, I realized I had a little bit of assistance last year. And so some of my trees were put up with ornaments still on them, which is not typically how they are stored. However, in this particular bag, there are two trees. There's going to be one that's going to be going in the downstairs family area, and then there's going to be one that we're going to actually put upstairs in the kitchen, which I didn't do last year, but it's just a slim tree that I'm going to put in the eating kitchen area. So this is tree number one. We're going to go ahead and put it up. I'm going to fluff it. This one is about 9-foot slim tree. I utilize it just for downstairs, just to give my husband a little bit of Christmas vibe in his man space. So I'll put some decorations that kind of coordinates with what I'm going to be doing as far as decorations in the basement. Nothing too frilly. I try to keep it manly for his space. As you can see, it already has the lights that are on it, which I'm really grateful for. All right, so here we are into my second tree. Well, this is the one that's going to be in my family room. As you can see, we've got to figure out something that's going on. I can't for the life of me understand why it's leaning. But you'll see when I let it go that it actually goes a little bit to the left. So I'm going to have my husband to kind of look at it and see if the base needs to have some adjustments done. But right now I'm just fluffing this one. This one is a 12-foot tree. I've had this one for quite a few years. I'm going to be honest, the lights on it are gone, but I love this tree. I've had it for quite a few years. And as I've said before in some of my other videos, I am not one to throw away things often or easily. So I tend to keep things that I really love. And this tree is one of those items. You're also going to get to see me put lights on it. So you see me here asking my husband to come in and actually see what kind of adjustments need to be made so we can figure out what is happening and why the tree is choosing to lean to the left versus standing upright. So you're also going to get to see me string lights. So this is a set of lights, and I'll link these down below, that I got from Amazon. And I'm going to be honest, this is one of the longest strands of lights I have ever seen. I literally will have to take it all the way up to my front door just to get them unraveled to make it easier to roll it out onto the tree. I've done this so often that I've kind of figured out a system that allows it to be easier for me. It actually is not as difficult as people think, and I'm really surprised often how easily people will throw away a $300, $400, $500, $700, $1,000 tree because some of the lights go out. That's not me. As you know, watching this channel, I am one that tends to be a little bit frugal. And I just feel like, you know what, if it takes me a few extra minutes just to put some lights on it, I can do that. It doesn't bother me that much. So you're going to get to see me do that now. And what you'll see me do is I actually lay these lights further into the tree to create some depth with the lights, just so that they're not on the end. I don't necessarily wrap them around the branches. I just place them into the tree just so that the wire is not exposed. So the great thing about these lights that I mentioned before is that I got these from Amazon. They are an extremely long light, so they're really perfect for this 12-foot tree. It has 8 settings on there that you can adjust it to. And just to let you know, this is not one of those settings. I actually sped it up just so you can get a full view of what it looks like while I'm stringing the lights onto the tree. And so it has the 8 settings. You can adjust it. I tend to like a more of a slow pulse on the tree versus what you're seeing currently. As you can see here, I'm starting to get a little bit above my height with trying to string the lights on the tree. So I'm going to have my son to bring in my 12-foot ladder eventually that will allow me to reach all the way up to the top. But I'm also going to show you how I made this easy for me by opening up and unraveling the lights and literally taking them all the way up to my front door and bringing them back allowed this to be such a smooth transition of stringing the lights on the tree, and it really did not take as long. It's really not as hard as most think. Okay, on to the next area where we're going to decorate the next tree. So this is going to be tree number 3, and this is going to be at my foyer. Now, to do something a little bit different and to switch it up, I decided that I'm going to move some things around in my foyer, just to create a different look and feel at the front door than I did last year. So I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do. I don't really know if it's going to work, but you're going to see me move some things here. My son's going to come in and we're going to move this cabinet into a different location. We're going to move a bench that I have in the foyer into this space. And then I'm just going to decorate around that just to create something different. I want to thank my grandmother Lillian for being the inspiration for that, because she is my grandmother that will take her house and completely change it around and create a different vibe on a whim. And so I want to say thank you to Lillian for doing that and giving me the inspiration to have that in me as well. So let's see what it looks like. Of course, always realizing that if you're going to move anything around in your house, that is always the perfect time to do a little bit of that extra cleaning that you normally wouldn't get to when you've got a cabinet sitting in place. So I'm just going to take a quick moment to vacuum this space, going to clean that mirror and just get this area all prepped and ready for how we're going to decorate it. Okay, so now that I've gotten this area all vacuumed, I've cleaned the mirror. I actually also took the time to wipe down the baseboard trim just to freshen that up as well. My son and I are actually going to bring in tree number 3. So this is the Foyer tree. This is a 12-foot slim tree that I actually got, and yay, the lights are perfect. They already work. And so this is one that I did not place up last year. However, I decided to go with something. I think I had maybe a 7-foot slim tree in the foyer, and I decided to go with a 12-foot because I have the space for it. And so we're just going to put it in the corner, and I'm standing back now trying to decide if I actually light in the direction that I'm going. So I'm going to keep going. I think it's going to be okay. And I'm just going to just fill it out and see how it turns out. This is the bench that I actually already had in the foyer. And so I'm going to take it and put it under the mirror. And I thought, this would be cute. It would be a great place for oftentimes when guests come into my home, they take their shoes off and place them under the bench. And as you can see, we're putting this cabinet that was at the front door in the place of where the bench was. It's only just across the hallway, but I thought, you know what? It's just a different look. And I'm excited about it. Well, all right, guys, now we're moving right along, and now we're at tree number 4. So I think in this video a little bit earlier, I mentioned, or it may be another video that I did, that I mentioned that I was able to snag a really good deal for a tree off Facebook Marketplace last year after the season. This is that tree. This is a tree that was brand new. The young lady was transitioning from one place to another and decided that this one would not fit until she got rid of it for like 10 or maybe 20 bucks. I was so excited to find this one because I wanted something that was flocked in my office, because my office is tricorn black. So it is very dark, but as you can see, my cabinets are white, and I wanted something that would kind of pick up that part of my office. This to me is a tree that keeps giving, because when I tell you it is so beautifully flocked that it did not fall all over the floor. It was just easy to decorate. To fluff it out was easy because it literally is such a dense tree that I just absolutely love it. And it is lit. So this was just a steal all the way around. So I tell you, don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. And if you're looking to snag a deal after the Christmas season, that's when you want to do it. So now I have moved across the hallway into my formal dining room to tree number 5. And this is another tree that is really easy get ready for decorations. This is a 9 foot tree that I have in the dining room. I absolutely love this one. It's a little bit slender, more slender than the tree that I had last year. I still have the other tree. However, this is one that I was able to pick up from Facebook Marketplace as well. And as you can see, as I'm doing all of my holiday decorations, I've got my Christmas music going in the background, and I just start jamming because I'm going to tell you, there's just something about the Christmas spirit and Christmas music that gets me going, and I love, love, love it. And so it just allows me to be able to focus on what I'm doing and pull it all together. All right, so this is going into tree number 6, and this one's going to be in my eat-in kitchen area. This is not the last of the trees, however, it will be the last one for this video. I know I mentioned that I was going to have all the decorations done by Thanksgiving. I did, however, getting the videos out was another challenge because unfortunately I got a little ill. And so, with that being said, when trying to prepare dinner and trying to do decorations, it was a lot. And so, therefore, I didn't get all the videos out. So, I decided that after Thanksgiving, I'm going to put up the 12 Days of Christmas, which is going to be all the videos showcasing the trees and the rooms decorated so you can still get to see it before the Christmas season. And I hope that you enjoy it. This one is a pencil tree that I absolutely love, and I decided it was perfect to go into my eating kitchen area. And as you pull into my driveway, you can actually see this tree. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please, if you have, like it, subscribe to this channel, tell all of your friends by sharing it, and please leave your comments down below. I hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving holiday with your family and friends, and that you didn't eat too much. And in the meantime, I'll see you on the next 12 Days of Christmas. Take care, guys. Bye.